Dr. McCarthy, this is Hal Jacobs, PGA professional at Worcester Country Club, and I just want to review our lesson on April 2nd. The three main things that we have to highlight was, number one was your shoulder tilt, and here you can see David Toms. If you take a look at his shoulder tilt, it's not that extreme. If we looked at your shoulder tilt when I first started working with you, you were similar to what the green line would look like, as opposed to him in terms of the yellow line. So if we make your shoulders a little more like the yellow line, take a look at his hand position in relationship to the golf ball. You, at the beginning of the lesson, your golf shafts look like that, and we want you to get your hands back so that they're at the ball or behind it a little bit with the driver. Okay, so we have your hands behind the ball. I'm just going to show you a couple of other players. You've got Bernard Longer. These are players that have your build, your size, and you can see their shoulder tilt and their hand position in relationship to the ball. And let's see, who else do I have here? I've got Jeff Maggart, and he would be extreme left shoulder high. Again, this is an iron, and it's not what I want you to do for a driver. I want you to copy more of a Bernard Longer or David Toms. So now let's go over the second thing that I think was really important, was to square your hips and shoulders. And I've got a great picture of that by Nick Price. So if you remember what you look like when I was watching you, now Nick Price's target line is somewhere around here, and you can see his feet are kind of going in that direction, and his hips are going in that direction, and his shoulders are going in that direction. When you set up, when we first came here, your left shoulder was pointed off in this direction, and your hips were open. Your feet were good, but your hips and shoulders were way off, and I don't think that that's what we want, especially for your golf swing. And let me just show you real quick David Toms again, what he looks like down the line. Let me just find his golf swing. So here's what David Toms looks like down the line. Again, you were pointed way left of your target, and your shoulders were way left, but your feet were good. So we're going to square up our hips and shoulders. And the third thing was timing. This is what, when we talked about your feet together drill, you kind of got out of sync, and if you get out of sync with the way you have your club face at address and also the top of your golf swing, then it's going to be very difficult for you to hit shots that you want to hit. So we worked on timing by putting your feet together. If you have any questions, just let me know. And keep up the good work. You made a lot of improvement in a very short period of time in this last lesson. I was very impressed.